National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Rams. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now Wilson. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Play action. It's Wilson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now Jones, off play action. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jones. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
27-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go back to the ground with Jones. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones, a throw left side taken in by Kmet. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's good for an LA Rams.
Back to throw. Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd and goal, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Off play action. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. DJ Chark, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Off the play fake. Jones. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's got this down to the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll get this off to Etienne. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Here's a diving catch right side.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Off the option, here's Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Mecole Hardman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing, Jones. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. The give is to Jones. And he's got room. And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jones. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Jones throwing on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Off play action, Jones. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Jones now on 3rd down. This complete to Jones. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Completes it to Hardman. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Flushed out right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play.
8 yards on the pickup.
On second down, ETN once more. Open space inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Travis Etienne, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Jones. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Isaiah Simmons gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne, and every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A 3rd down gain of 19.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, He's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Off the play fake. Jones. They'll roll him out right. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Off play action. Jones. And this one is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So following the failed try on fourth down, we'll change ends and change possession. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
13.5 sacks in 2020, which tied for second in the NFL behind T.J. Watt of Pittsburgh. We're getting to that territory where we're starting to take this man for granted. Defensive Player of the Year, 3 out of the last 4 seasons in the NFL.
Watch the ship, watch the ship, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, go.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go play action now. Wilson. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Doyle. Room here to run. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A huge gain of 40 yards on the third down conversion. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
On second down, Wilson.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
The Titans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. He'll buy some time right. And this is incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. That'll bring up second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
To throw again on second down. Jones. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Loss of 13 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Off play action. Jones. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Rams' 31-yard line.
Play action. Now Wilson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now D.D. Westbrook to return.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Complete to Hilton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Keon Crossan.
I need to get my swag right there.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all.
Gano now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good for an LA Rams. 1st and goal at the 9.
Off the play fake. Jones. Fells has it, left side. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And Shark calls it in. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Don't get nervous. Kill, kill, kill. Deuce, deuce. Race don't travel. Race don't travel.
They go play action with Wilson. This to Jarwin. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
We got to step it up. Check 20. Routine spell. Check 4. Check 4. Let's go.
From the 41, Wilson. Steps away to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Chopper, chopper. Smoke. Check 43.
Play action. It's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Ram Gano set to
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be a return from deep in the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.